Hello, folks, and welcome to Fair. My name is Neil, my pronouns are he, him, and I am the creator of this indie TTRPG set in an alternate 19th century Earth where all the creatures from folklore and fairy tale are real, have always been real, and live alongside humanity. I am very pleased to say our captions are back working again this week. I have no idea why they were not working last week, but huzzah, we have success. Our players are currently having a wonderful time, a sojourn, if you will, exploring a delightful piece of real estate about 50 kilometers northeast of Paris. And I am not going to say another word and let one of my beautiful players give us a recap of our last session. Who wants to do the honors?
I'm gonna go all metagamey and annoying here, and I'm gonna say who is most likely to need that inspiration now. I think I'm the least likely.
I did it last week. This is one of y'all.
Well, I will just say this, Sylvia, you do roll if you are trying to use a spell feat.
Okay, yeah, fine, I'll do it. All right. So we were in the throne room. That was it.
Yes.
Statues. Fought the statues. There was a suit of elven mail, which Justine now has. So that's awesome. We went into a room where there were creepy animated toys, which, could have done without, but there you go. Then we were in a library, and Sylvia got a book in a language she didn't recognize. I think. Love that one. Anyway, there was also a romance novel between an elven princess and a human knight.
Elf smoke.
Sylvia's gonna want to borrow that.
I think we will. That's going to be passed around.
Oh yeah.
We can have a book club.
So then there was a reading room which Sylvia could not get into. Oh, and there was a spectre in the library, and then Sylvia also couldn't get into that room. But managed to get out. Then we went into the reading room. The couches were enchanted. So Sylvia, or not Sylvia, everyone except Sylvia was basically stuck to the couch, and then Sylvia, basically in her elemental form, lumbered in and started smashing up the floor and screaming in Justine's face in an attempt to terrify her into breaking the enchantment, which worked. Then we went along. Was there another fight before the wizard's laboratory? Anyway, so we got along to the wizard's lab. We were going to go and recharge in the room with the bath, but there was wandering specters. Oh, and we realized that they're ignoring Sylvia because in her elemental form, she is perceived as a fey creature and therefore not a threat. So we went into the wizard's lab. Lots of stuff, lots of really cool stuff. Little ancient imps who were shitheads. Vicious fight ensued. Mina fought, and then went down. Annalise went down. The restorative spark kicked in. Thank you, Emma, for reminding us of that, because that would have been more horrendous than it turned out to be. And then Mina did actually, unfortunately, go down in battle. But not before Annalise and Justine got blinded and Sylvia got tripped by an imp into a trap, which did psychic damage and has rendered her unconscious for the next 4 hours.
Right. So, well done. You do get 1d8 inspiration die to use for any one ability check during the game. I would just
please remind me, because
I would just like to make one point of clarification. You did not fall into a trap. You fell into a powerful arcane glyph. It wasn't a trap. It was just there. It was simply just too powerful for your meager mortal mind to withstand, and that was what made you go unconscious. It wasn't a trap. So the situation is as follows.
Annalise, so bad.
And Justine, you are both blinded in the room. Amanada comes up to you, Justine. Are you okay?
What happened? I don't know. I'm blind, but that's just a spell. It will wear off. How are you? How is Mina? How is Sylvia? How is everyone?
Mina's gone.
What do you mean gone?
She was fighting one of the imps, and it struck her with some magic. She was so terribly weakened from the battle. As she was falling, she grabbed at the imp and let her body fall back on that trap, and was blasted by another torrent of lightning, and she's gone.
That cannot be, no. And Justine will try to like run into the direction of where she remembered the glyph.
Yeah, like
where the whole, because she remembers like we rolled last time.
What you do remember is that you're like Mina was fighting right beside that trap that gave off that blast of electrical energy. But as you go to run, Aminata grabs you to stop you from blindly wandering through this dangerous wizard's laboratory.
Yeah. Justine would try to kind of wiggle her way out.
You can't. It's too dangerous. Crying. There's, and Sylvia is unconscious. She's still in her elemental form. She fell. She was tripped by vines from those cursed imps, and she fell onto that strange glowing green arcane glyph and fell unconscious. I went over her to try and wake her, but nothing is happening.
Justine is just crying, and she's kind of giving like a last kind of attempt to try to break out of
Aminata just
and then she's just going to sink into the floor and just go into a full like breakdown. Just start crying and sobbing and saying that it's all my fault.
Annalise, you can hear all this because you are in the room, but you cannot see them because you're also blinded by the imp's curse.
And Annalise feeling much more frail because of the curse that I presume is still on her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Kind of just use the butt of her rifle to push herself up to her feet and just holds onto it almost like a cane, and just doesn't know which direction a giant death lightning might happen.
Yeah.
And just kind of goes, Aminata, Justine, is it just, please tell, what's, Mina, oh, God, what should we do? I cannot see.
I'll be one more, and then a moment you hear footsteps, and Aminata takes your arm. Come over with me. Come over with me, Annalise. She leads you around everything to Justine.
I just kind of like put a hand on Justine and just, in our state, there's not much we can do.
I don't know. I mean, Sylvia's our healer, but there's the bath downstairs, but we cannot move. We cannot move Sylvia in this elemental form. She must weigh over 500 kilograms.
Justine, are you able to dismiss this? I don't know if you could do that to something that a druid's put together, but maybe could you?
Unfortunately, no, you can't, because you need to see the target.
Justine is just crying, saying it's all my fault. If Mina didn't go and save me, if I wasn't that stupid to touch this thing, and if she didn't jump in front of me, she would have been alive. She would have been able to take that lightning damage.
If it wasn't for Mina, all of us would be. This is not the time. Okay, we cannot move. Sylvia's unconscious. Do we know she's just unconscious? Yeah.
I went over to her. I mean, it's hard to know. She's a giant walking rock, but she seems to be okay, just unconscious. Okay. I don't know how long that spell will last for, the one that she uses to change her form.
We can try and barricade this room, hunker down. I don't know if we want to leave Mina here and, a red cap or something might come out and...
Don't take this the wrong way, but I think we could put her in one of our goblin purses.
This thought had occurred. Such things had happened during the war. Okay.
Justine is completely useless in this. Like, she never lost anyone. Full stop. She never lost anyone in battle.
Yeah, with Sylvia down, like Annalise is going into what remnants of being a military leader are left, and she just like unhooks the goblin purse from her belt and just passes it to Aminata, and she goes, "Aminata, I cannot see, and if I fumble around that thing, we don't know what will happen. Do you think you could?" I don't want to ask it of you. I can do it, but we'd have to wait.
I could try. I mean, Mina's quite small, and she gets up, and you hear her footsteps, and over the next minute or two, you hear sounds of her struggling. A somewhat heavy object being dragged, and
It's so upsetting. I'm sorry. I'm not laughing because it's funny. It's actually awful.
Very visceral. Yeah.
and after a minute, it's like, okay, it's done. It's done.
Okay.
She's safe inside. At least her body is safe. We can get it back to her family.
Yeah, we can. The important thing is that the brownies or something don't dispose of it while we're busy. Pass it back to me.
So she hands you back the goblin purse.
Clasp it back on.
Okay.
Do we want to? Aminata, you are the only one of us who can see at the moment, and I don't think even the three of us together could carry Sylvia right now.
No, we absolutely not. Even with Mina's strength, it would have been a challenge. And
Sylvia transformed. How long have we been in here?
So you guys, Justine and Annalise, give me intellect checks.
Sure.
And Justine, you can add your +1 from memory.
Oh, shit.
And very, very fitting, I rolled natural 1.
Excellent. You are
no.
so traumatized. You just yes.
Plus my intellect is a 4.
Okay, so what was that?
So,
4 total. Yeah.
Okay, wow. Right. Yeah,
she's rattled.
You're not sure, like, did Sylvia cast that spell? Was it 20 minutes ago or was it an hour ago? You don't know.
Okay.
Yes, you can just ransack the room while I'm like.
Yeah.
So I sorry to interrupt you, Annalise. I would like to say, Justine, if you did cast Detect Magic right now, you would get a sense of every magical item in this room, its location, and with Aminata's help, could go over to each object.
I honestly think that it would go so much against the character.
Yeah.
Because that's
I know. Absolutely.
what she's thinking at the moment.
Of course not.
Okay.
But even in your blind state, you could, in theory, do this if you were not horrifically traumatized.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
She's not going to do it right now. She's like on the floor in like an embryo pose, like a fetal position, just sobbing and crying.
Absolutely.
Annalisa stood back up and just sort of set her shoulders, and she's kind of very rigid at the moment. She goes, right, okay. At the longest, Sylvia will be like this for another hour at the most, but it's been less time than that. I say we try and wait here until that passes, and then one of us can carry her. Aminata, you can guide us back to the bathroom. Oh, that sounds unfortunate.
The magic shit.
We can rest and come back to this once we are in better condition.
Annalise, what's your fortitude?
Nothing.
Justine, what's your fortitude?
No, I tell you, I've got one. I've 1 fortitude.
Justine?
1.
Between the two of you in her human form, you could both together carry Sylvia.
Yeah. Ooh, hang on. I just realized I haven't been adding my fortitude to my grit for the last couple levels, so I'm going to put 2 grit points on my sheet.
Amazing!
There you go.
So
how
many
That's
grit
basically
points?
a level up for me.
Are you on triple digits yet?
No, I'm on 82.
Oh god. The druid does nearly have double the Gunslinger's grit.
Good.
How
Very good.
is
I'm 82 as well. So
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. You two squishy
Squishies.
fucks have the exact same grit. At least you now have your mithril mail, so that's something.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right. Aminata, do you see any chairs, tables, anything in this room you could move to block the doors for the meantime?
I mean,
If you
there's-
can guide me
there's-
to it, I can help
There's
you.
tables, but they've got things on them. I'm nearly afraid to move anything in case I knock over a bottle of something and it explodes or releases a gas that fills the room and kills us all. This
Yes,
is
that's
some
fair.
sort
Yeah.
of an arcane laboratory, so I'm sure Justine would know what all this stuff is, but
I think we need.
I'm just afraid to touch anything right now after what
you know,
happened in that
don't.
fight.
That is wise. That is wise.
Okay.
Okay. Let us just.
We
We'll sit down and
wait for Sylvia to hopefully shift back.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys sit there waiting for two of you literally in the dark. And after, I think we said Sylvia wasn't about 20 more minutes.
Yeah.
I think we
Is
said
Amanada not looting the room? I would have thought Amanada.
no. Amanada is minding her two friends who are completely helpless
Justine's
and
a wreck.
blind. Justine is sobbing on the ground, and Amanada is worried about her two friends who are blind, and is also watching the doors in case something comes in. That's what Amanada is doing. Normally Amanad would be looting the shit out of this room, but right now there are priorities. So after approximately 20 minutes, Amanada squeals out in excitement. Says, she's changed back into her Sylvianess.
Sylvia.
Good. She is back at Sylvia. Very good. Okay. And I'm gonna like reach over to where I can probably hear Justine is, and just a couple fingers on her head or shoulder and go, Justine, my dear, I know I need your help. I need your help now. We're going to move Sylvia, we're going to get somewhere safe, and we're going to try and rest.
Justine is just going to squeeze your fingers really hard and like try to get up, still sobbing and crying.
So
I'll help her up.
Amanada leads you over to Sylvia's body and we'll say that she leads Annalise to Sylvia's shoulders and Justine to Sylvia's feet, and guides your hands so you can both pick her up together. And she starts slowly with her hand on your arm, Justine, guiding you towards the door. And she's very like, okay, let's keep going. Okay, now we're going through the door. Okay, we're now going down the stairs. I need the two of you to give me fortitude rolls.
If we drop Sylvia, I'm gonna feel real bad. That doesn't bode well.
Not 20. What the fuck is going on today?
Oh my god. Well, that helps my 10 total.
Okay, you feel like you're actually about to drop Sylvia, but Justine's got such a firm grip on her feet, and she kind of steps forward with the legs, not just the feet, that shifts some of the weight from what you're carrying, and you secure your grip. As you slowly, with Amanada leading the way, start going down the stairs.
I would say for Justine, it's purely nervous. She's just like,
yeah. We take a weird
not on the
stare.
same floor, Neil.
Sorry?
No, we're heading down
not
the
on the
stairs.
same floor. Oh, okay.
God, no. That would be
we had to go up one.
Yeah, that would be far too easy. You were on the second floor. The bathroom with the enchanted bath was on the first floor. So
I'm gonna like
on the first floor.
Try and reach to her hand and twist my ring, and I can't even see Aminato. I can't project into her head. Yeah, I just go.
No, you can't.
Aminato, the specters were on our tail on our way up. Just keep an eye out.
Oh, don't worry. I am looking everywhere. So she leads you down to the bottom. Says, "Now be careful. There's rubble every." Oh no, Justine, move your foot. No, to the left. Okay, now come around. Mind the boulder. And she's leading because there was a lot of rubble in this section from where the front of the palace had collapsed from the explosion from the gunpowder that the mob used. But she does, and she's like, "Okay, the coast is clear right now. I would say to hurry, but I'm worried you'll drop Sylvia, and we can't injure our healer.
We don't need to rush. Let us take our time.
Slowly make your way to the bathroom, undisturbed, no wandering specters. And as you come in, Amanada closes the door. There's no lock. She says, "Okay, Justine, please." And she leads Justine over to the bath, and she says, "Okay, now step." You step up and into the bath, and she says, "Okay, now lie down." And as you lie down and you submerge your body, you feel your wounds being healed. Okay? And now, within a moment, your grit is fully restored and your vision returns.
Barely, because her eyes are so puffy, so she's like
Oh.
she can't see.
It doesn't heal emotional damage.
No. The emotional trauma, that, yeah. If emotional damage could be grit points, you'd be at -50.
Yeah.
So
Well, I'm back to my mighty 82, so
helping you up out of the bath, she then leads you, Annalise, and you lying down in the bath as well. A moment later, your grit is fully restored to your mighty 82, and your vision is restored as well.
Is my curse lifted?
Yes, your vision is restored, and the fake curse is also
Fake
lifted.
curse, yes.
Yes, all curses and hexes removed. Okay. I think that bedroom that we saw was more secure. I think
Yeah,
we should go in there.
Yeah.
I would dip in Sylvie in the bath as well, as a player asking.
We can.
We
can
could.
try.
Yeah, I don't think she was actually injured in the battle because she was in her elemental form. But that's a good idea, Justine.
Just in case.
And
Might wake her up.
they dip Sylvia into the bath. Unfortunately, she does not come to consciousness because what made her fall unconscious was immense psychic damage. It wasn't a curse. Okay.
Well.
Yeah. So so
think-
you're fully healed to max grit as you then, carrying her body, go into the bedroom that you had found before. Okay. And you do spot that there is actually a key in that door that you can lock from the inside.
Amazing. Yeah, let me leave it.
So you, safe and secure. Approximately 3 hours later, Sylvia awakens, finding yourself in the bedroom on the first floor. You look around, you see your friends, their bodies fully healed. Oh, I think we are being raided.
Right.
But the thing that you also spot is Mina is not there.
Okay, Sylvia wakes up and she's just probably has the worst headache she's ever had in her life. Or she's gonna look down, like obviously this dried. She probably had a horrible nose bleed as well,
Yeah.
so there's like dried blood all over her face. Oh no, she would have washed off, but she's just She's looking around. Where are we? And where is Mina?
Well, we were able to retreat downstairs. We're all well healed.
Okay, that does not answer my question. Where is Mina?
She is with us. She is currently in my goblin purse. I'm afraid that.
What? Why she cannot breathe in a goblin purse? You have to take her out. I can heal her. I have a spell that can, if you die, I can bring you back. If it has not been, if it has only been a short time, I can bring someone back.
Sylvia, it has been 4 hours.
No, wait. Why?
You have been unconscious.
No, that can't be right. I am a healer. I can heal her. If you take her out, I can heal her. And maybe the goblin purse was able to preserve her and allowed us to have more time. If you let me try, I can.
Of course, I will happily let you try. But okay, and I'm gonna open up the purse and put my hand in.
Actually, I know this isn't. See, me.
No, it's
I know this
you don't know.
Work,
yeah.
So.
You see,
pull her out.
Annalise stretches the goblin purse because you can stretch the opening of the purses out, and reaching her hands in, pulls out Mina's dead body.
Is she particularly charred?
She still has the wounds from the lightning trap that killed her.
Sylvia, I don't know if. Please try. I please.
This. She's charred, is she?
She was struck by a trap that emitted lightning.
Oh fuck. Okay, yeah.
She suffered 70 points of lightning damage.
Yeah, no, I know, but it's more the fact that she's charred.
It's a different type of burn.
It's like
an
magic
electrical
lightning,
burn as opposed to fire.
Fire burn.
Sylvia.
What is Sylvia doing?
She moves toward me and she starts shaking. I don't think I can heal her.
I don't think so.
She's gone.
And you can hear Justine starting crying again.
No, but and I was unconscious. Oh, if that stupid imp hadn't tripped me and
They were shockingly dangerous. Scheiße.
That glyph that I stepped on, it
It's probably unintentional.
showed me so much. I felt like my entire mind was on fire. I know if I had been stronger, I probably could have resisted it and been okay, and I would have been able to save Mina.
Sylvia, you are currently blaming yourself. I know Justine is blaming herself. You two are either going to have to decide who to blame, or we all realize no one is to blame for this.
What is the point of having all of this power if I lost people in the army? I was a medic, and people had wounds and I couldn't heal them, and now I am a healer and I have this power, and what is the point if I can't fix this?
There's only so much you're going to be able to do, and think of all the people you have saved with that power. I know it might not compare to someone as important as Mina, but there are people who could be feeling much like you are right now, but because of you are not. Do not go blaming yourself for this. Like you said, you lost people in the war. So did I. So did all of us.
But a
Those-
war is different. Loss is the point.
We all know the risks. Mina especially. She would not want us moping or blaming ourselves. There will be time for that when a dragon was dead, and we can take time to rest and remember. If we are not on our game here, Mina would be the rest of us. And would she have wanted that?
You just see Sylvia kind of stand up, her shoulders straighten up. Okay, what was in the room?
We've not had a chance to go through it. Justine was indisposed, so we didn't want to risk touching anything that might be further dangerous. We can return, but I think given our various conditions, regardless of physical injury, we might want to take some time to rest.
Okay, well,
As
we
I
may
said,
as well see if it was worth Mina dying.
this room is a room where you can safely take a long rest.
Okay, so is that we take a long rest here and then get up and go?
Loot the room.
Yeah.
So, taking a long rest, the party all level up to level 12.
Amazing.
Now, I did discuss this with my players last week. I told them they were leveling up, so they've already perfectly updated their character sheets because they're the best players ever. But I know you have, my dear. But we are going to do something slightly
I did it
different,
today, but I have.
because there was a moment in a couple of sessions back where I was hoping to have some RP with one of our NPCs, but couldn't because one of our players was not present. So we are now going to go back in time. This is not a retcon. We are not changing anything. We are simply adding to the narrative with our RP moment that we didn't get to have because her Polina was being deprived of fun by stupid life. Okay?
Damn you, life.
As always. As always.
So, traveling back in time to Paris and the arrival of Ulrich the Terror. You are standing in front of the Champs-Elysees. Ulrich the Terror, having just leapt into the air, taking flight. As Justine, you suddenly hear a voice that you immediately remember, or not recognize, Tito, standing right beside you. A moment there was no one there, but now he is standing there. Okay, are you all okay? Are you safe?
Yes, I think so. I think so. And Justine's going to look around and make sure that everyone is safe. Where have you been? How are you here? You weren't here a second ago. What happened?
I can move fast to get to people I need to if I need to.
Okay, Justine is not going to ask any questions. But she made a mental note. She was like, okay. She was like, let's get out of here.
Yeah. Okay. So I think what actually happened in this was that Sylvia and Annalise and Sylvia's brother headed off, and we didn't say what Justine was doing. So Sylvia and Annalise and all that, they go and do the things that they did.
Yeah.
What was it, 4 or 5 sessions ago? I can't remember now.
That was a while.
Time is weird in TTRPGs.
Basically, Heinrich rushed off to get the train.
And we went to dinner or something.
Annalise and Sylvia went to arrange a carriage to.
That's right. Yeah. Absolutely.
This was like 3 days ago.
This was like 3 days ago in game, and like I think well over a month ago in real life.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't even remember why I couldn't be in the session. Like,
I think
it was your college
induction.
Oh yeah,
that's what it was. It was your college induction, which was like back in like early September. You know,
and now I'm writing assignments. Jesus Christ.
So anyway.
So before we all split up, Justine is looking kind of at Sylvia and Annalise and Sylvia's brother going, and she kind of lets Tito walk a little bit ahead, and she tell her crowd, be like, I'll catch up with you later. I need to talk to Tito. And she's going to follow Tito.
Sylvia's a fucking wreck, so she's not.
Yeah, I only saw the creature as it was leaving. That was a ancient dragon.
I
heard him speak. It was terrifying.
Yes, it is. Did he say his name?
What was his name again? Ulrich
the Terror was the name he gave.
Yeah, he gave the name Ulrich the Terror. He said he would make his goal to destroy the Barris and everyone in here.
Sounds like a dragon. Are you okay? He says as he puts a hand on your arm.
I am. And Justine, I see Sylvia. Justine is not going to do anything about it. She pretends she didn't notice, but she's not going to remove her arm either. I'm okay. I am just terrified and worried and.
Well, why don't we go and get, I don't know, a coffee or something stronger?
Yes, please. I think we're due to have a chat.
Yes, please. And he leads you to a nice little bar, a little bit off the Champs-Elysees. It's a nice little bar. They have wine, they have beer, and they have coffee.
Yeah.
You know, classic Parisian cafe bar. Okay.
Yeah.
So he goes sit down and says, "Okay, you look like you need something a bit stronger. Port, sherry."
No. I'll stick with coffee. Alcohol makes me slow.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, a coffee. Okay, and he goes up, deux cafés, s'il vous plaît, and they come back a few minutes later with 2 espressos for you both. Proper coffee.
Proper coffee. Justine takes a sip, takes a big breath, and kind of calms down a little bit. I need to talk to you.
Of course.
Very honestly, and please tell me everything. I know. How do I start? I haven't told anyone. I haven't shared it with anyone, but I know. And she's going to take out her notes because she always takes notes. Just go find the right page and just put the book with the notes in front of Tito. Everything she learned about his weapon, that little story she read about the Lone Centaurian fighting dragons. And she's just going to put it in front of him without just saying anything.
He looks at it and he takes a moment to read through the book. His face is expressionless.
Of course,
And
of
then
course it fucking is.
slides the book back to you and says, "What do you want to know?"
For now, the most obvious one. How do we defeat the dragon?
We can defeat the dragon. Dragons can be killed. I know this.
I know that you know this, but also I want to know, who are you? How old are you? What are you doing here?
Give me a charm roll, Justine.
Charm of potato, yeah.
You do have your boon of Fey luck because
I
we have gone
do, I
back in
actually
time.
do.
Yes.
I rolled 18 plus 5.
Ooh, 23. Okay, right. He looks at you for a moment. He says, "We've known each other for some time. We fought alongside each other. And I can tell you're a good person, someone who can be trusted. So I will trust you with this.
I kept your secrets so far, and I will keep them for as long as I can.
This is a story I've not shared for centuries. My name, yeah,
Justine tries to not to, like, she knew, but one thing is when you kind of assume,
yeah,
and the other thing when you hear it from the person.
yeah,
She shrugs a little bit when he says it, but she doesn't
yeah,
interrupt him.
of course. So, as I said, he said, my name is not Tito. That's simply a delightfully French nickname. My true name, the name I was given by my mother, is Titus Naso. I am a former member of the Legio Septum, the 7th Legion, under the command of Quintus Titurius Sabinus, under the command of Julius Caesar. I have traveled the roads, a man of the roads, for over 1700, nearly 1900 years. I was a legionnaire in the Gallic Wars. And that was how I originally came to France, although it was, of course, not called France then. It was Gaul, after the Celtic tribes that claimed it as theirs before Rome took it. It was 54 BC when we came. We were wintering and demanding supplies and food from the tribes around us as a form of treaty, I guess. And that was when I met her, Cassilia. She was beautiful. She was like nature incarnate. We fell deeply in love. She was the daughter of one of the chieftains of one of the tribes near us. And over the winter, as our legion was encamped, her and I, we were able to spend many stolen hours together, and our love grew and blossomed. I met her father. I talked with him many times, and I felt that we could have a peace between our army and his tribe. I eventually told my commander, Quintus, of what had been transpiring, expecting fury from him, knowing that I'd been liaising with a Gaul, but he was oddly pleased by this, and he said that we should meet and talk, and I arranged it. I brought him and a small group of our officers to the tribe, where they met with Cassilia's father. They talked, they broke bread, they drank wine, and they formed a treaty, an agreement of peace between their people and our army. We were overjoyed. My love and I, we thought, this is it. This is our chance. We can live together. And there was much celebration. that night. And then that's when it happened, in the middle of the celebrations. The rest of my legion attacked the tribe. I fought as many as I could. She died in my arms, and as I lay, bleeding from my wounds, the druid of their tribe, Balasama, crawled over to me, her face filled with hate, and she pointed her finger at me, cursing me for what had happened, but cursing me truly. She said that I would never find love, I would never be united with love, as she died. And then it went dark, because I had been run through with so many swords and spears. I was dying. And as my head fell back, I thought, oh, soon I will be with my love again. But I never understood that old druid, what she meant by it. Because the next morning I woke. My wounds were healed. I did not understand how this could have been. I got up. I went back to my camp, to my commander, looking to seek vengeance for what had happened. I fought many of my fellow soldiers, and I was run through again. The next morning I woke to find my body near a river, near our camp. Confused, because I surely should have been dead this time, and that was then when I realized what the curse had meant. I would never be united with my love, for she had passed, and I would never be able to pass to be with her again. So I traveled. I met people, I have made friends, I have fought many monsters, and I had my story, my myth, which traveled with me, the lone centurion, though I have not been called that for several centuries. And he sits back and he takes a sip of his coffee.
Justine listened without interrupting, but you could see tears kind of glistening in her eyes. She doesn't say anything, but she reaches out for his hand and she takes his hand and she says, "Thank you so much for sharing with me. It must have been, I can't imagine what you've been through."
It's funny. The memories of her have never faded. And the loss and the hurt of her death is still as sharp today as it was as she died in my arms. But with time over the centuries, you learn to live with it. At times, the grief almost feels like a warm blanket.
I've never lost anyone. I thought I did once when my brother disappeared and he never returned from war. So I've only experienced a grain of sand in comparison to what you've been through and what you felt in your life. But even then, I believe that there are some wounds that never heal. You just learn to live with them, as you said. I really appreciate your trust, and I really appreciate what you told me. And I'm really sorry for everything that happened with you.
It
I have
happened.
to ask. I know the answer already, of course. You're a smart man, but have you looked for the cure? There are many druids out there. Old magic still exists. My friend Sylvia, she's a druid.
I did look into it. I talked to druids and witches, powerful and wise men and women, and they explained. Well, first thing you must understand is the magic, the magics that existed in the world centuries ago is not the same as the magic that exists today. While there have been wondrous discoveries, particularly in the last century with Magitech, many secrets have been lost through the ages. And what happened to me, more learned people explained to me, was what is known as a death curse. A curse enacted by an incredibly powerful wielder of magic with their dying breaths. There is no cure for this.
Houston takes a mental note on the death curse.
Mm.
She's like, that's my next research topic. But she doesn't say it, obviously. She says, that's why I ask. I have to admit I know nothing about this type of magic. I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry.
As you're saying this and apologizing for him, he reaches forward and clasps your hands in his. It is fine. It is not your fault. I must say I am impressed. You truly do have a brilliant mind. As I said, it's been 2 centuries since I heard the name Lone Centurion.
Well, you still can't hide a blush and a smile. I have to admit, I always knew there was something about you. Something was off. Not in a bad way. Just something didn't match. Your story about a simple man of the road. The
I
way
am
you
a simple man of the road.
Of course you are. But when I saw your gladius, I don't know how, and I don't know why. It just got my attention, and
Of course it did. With that mind of yours, sharper than a falcon's eye.
Yeah, Justine is just blushing and smiling. Is it really made of the bone of a dragon?
It is made of the fang of a dragon. The fang of an ancient dragon that I slay many, many ages past. Afterwards, a powerful sorcerer enchanted it for me, turning it into the blade that it is now. My Gladius Tegant Ventum, which you do not like. So, Sword of the Covering Wind would be, you think, a translation of it.
That's a beautiful name.
It's a beautiful sword, a powerful artifact, made from the fang of a powerful creature. There were once a lot more dragons in these lands when I was, well, younger, I suppose.
How many dragons have you slayed? Slayed.
I've slain, well, not many, to be honest with you. One ancient dragon, one younger dragon. I've scared off 2 or 3 more, forcing them to move away from the towns that they were harassing. And then they all just. I think it was around the time that the Norsemen started to appear in their boats, maybe, or a little later. The old ones just suddenly seemed to all disappear, and the younger dragons, they still remained. And yes, but then over the following centuries, of course, the various Christian knights looking for tales of heroism and accolades would go out and fight these creatures and slay them. Some of those knights were great warriors, but these were also younger, much, much younger dragons, not as powerful as ones like the one we saw today in the city. And I do believe that is part of the problem. These ancient dragons, they did not disappear. Many of us thought they had gone to the Fey realm, and perhaps they had. We do not know. It seems that at least some of them were slumbering. and were awoken by the Elven king and returned to learn that their young they'd left behind had all been slain.
I can't blame them, to be honest with you. They're majestic creatures.
They're also incredibly dangerous creatures. You must
Eugene is going
understand
to
this.
hit Anki on the head.
You must like a dragon. A single dragon can easily lay waste to an entire town. An ancient being like the one that appeared over the skies today could lay waste to all of Paris.
I know that, and I understand that, and I know what we must do. I just don't know how to.
You and your group need to. What you need is to find items of power to help you. You're all accomplished. Sylvia is a gifted druid. You are an exceptionally powerful sorcerer. Your newest Annalise is very keen eye with the gun, and Mina is a great warrior with a halberd. You all have your strengths, but maybe if you could find some more powerful items to help, that could make the difference. Um, I will, of course, come with you when this happens, when the fight is happening. Though, if I may, I feel it would be best if I do not. And do not take this the wrong way, Justine. I have every confidence in you and your friends. You are a strong and wonderful group of women. But I do feel on when it comes to the final battle, it would perhaps be best if I stayed at the entrance to the creature's lair and not engage it in battle as well. And the reason I say this
In
is that
case if we die, you will be able to stop the dragon.
if you fail, I will be the only one left to stop it.
Of course.
And if you fail, it will emerge bloodied and badly wounded from its fight with you. I don't mean to sound crass, but for someone like me, it would be a manageable feat.
Justine is just going to sigh, and she nods and she agrees.
I don't have your amazing magical abilities or your powerful spells. I just happen to be
A simple man of the road, yes.
a simple man of the road.
I
Yes,
remember.
exactly. And he smiles a warm smile, and chuckles when you say that.
Oh, a smile from Tito.
Yeah,
Justine,
they are rare. You're now getting like so many things are suddenly. It's such a strange story to hear. Like this is such an incredible story, but in a bizarre way, suddenly so many aspects of his behavior and his demeanor is suddenly now making sense. You know,
yeah,
it's like this man is nearly 2,000 years old.
yeah.
He has seen he has lived through so many ages. He has seen so many empires. Like he was a soldier in Rome. He lived through the fall of the Roman Empire, the rise of Charlemagne, and the fall of the Holy Roman Empire. He saw the rise of the Ottomans. Like he has seen so much in his life.
Seen everything, like
Yeah,
literally. So
yeah.
Justine is totally crushing, but she doesn't like she thinks it's totally like one way because like why would he be even remotely interested? Like no. But what she's going to say, she's going to smile a little bit and say, it's actually funny because I started with your name. When I did my research, I figured that Tito was a short name from Titus, and I found a mention of you in a history book. The whole story was erased. It was just a line among many other lines and among many other names. But
Really?
yeah, I think so. Because you said Justine found like one or two,
Yeah,
like
you did. But he's quite shocked by this. He's like, I am because I I've made an effort throughout my life to not draw attention to myself. It seemed simpler that way.
It's understandable, but as I said, you don't need to worry about history books. There was just a line, nothing else.
Why? Well. So, what are your plans now?
Well, now,
Sylvia and Annalise, they said something about a carriage?
yes. We're taking Heinrich to the station. I don't remember because I wasn't.
He will have to go. Yes, I assume he'll be going back to Berlin to tell his superiors in the army.
So that's what I'm going to tell Tito. I'll say that. Annelies and Sylvia. They Heinrich has a position where he's a man of influence, so he needs to tell his line of command about what happened.
Of course. Well,
and when it comes to us, I'd say now. We knew we were going to do it before, but now I'm even more sure when you said it. Moraine Devey, she told us to explore some elven palaces outside Paris.
I think I remember. I think I know of the palace you're talking of. I believe actually the family there were possibly the first elven noble family that was attacked by the mobs during the revolution. Yes, they were a. If it's the one that I think it is, yes, they were. The family was the Fontainebleau family. They had quite the reputation for enjoying their times with the nobility at Versailles. If the rumors are true, I think half the noble families in France with Fey-blooded lineage in their offspring could attribute it to a liaison with that family. Not like the elves of old.
Were they different?
Well, I've been to Arcadia once or twice. The elves there are quite similar to the elves. Honestly, the elves of France, they had lost their way. The elves are powerful, majestic, honorable beings. Some would say closer to gods than Fae. But the elves of France, they'd become lost in their decadence. It's why they were attacked by the human mobs during the revolution. And why the mobs were able to succeed in some of their attacks. If even with modern firearms and gunpowder, if a mob like that had attacked a keep of elves when I was a legionnaire, they would have been destroyed, wiped out. But these elves had, as I say, they'd lost their way. They'd become decadent, they'd become soft, they'd become corrupted by the human vices that the French nobility loved to indulge in on a daily basis, while they forgot the common people of their country. It's no wonder that the people revolted the way they did. When I was mortal, he says, chuckling, how the proletariat was kept in check was they were distracted with games and with bread.
Yeah.
Whereas the proletariat of France did not even have bread anymore. All this talk is making me hungry. What of you?
Yeah, it's been an eventful day. I'd say I could go for dinner.
I know a very nice place close to here. Shall we go?
Let's go.
Okay, so you get up and you go a few blocks down to a very, very nice little restaurant. As you walk in, the maitre d' immediately sees you. He's like, Monsieur Tito, it's so good to see you again. Jacques, it's so good to see you. I'm sorry, it's been an age since we've been. Like, oh, you're terrible. Who is this beautiful, lovely lady do you have with you? I cannot remember the last.
A beautiful, lovely lady is going to give him a nudge and be like, Monsieur, huh?
Jacques is a Jacques is a wonderful, friendly fellow. He always makes sure that we're treated well here. And as he leaves, he's like, "No, Mademoiselle, like, you're the first beautiful lady that Monsieur Tito has ever brought to my establishment."
Justine is just she just blushes and chuckles a little bit, but at the same time she has no idea how to respond. Like social awkwardness strikes back.
Yes.
She's just like,
Yes. So yeah, you sit down and you have a delightfully charming meal. It's a wonderful little restaurant.
at the same time she's a little bit okay. So I am a teeny tiny bit special.
Jacques comes over numerous times to make sure that you're okay, which is not normal. This is France, where like they give you your food and then they
Yeah.
forget about you, you know.
Yeah.
But he clearly Tito has clearly come here many times and is friends with this man, and yeah, so he's checking in a few times. You making sure you're enjoying the wine, and he's made a big deal because it was like as he's saying like this is like Monsieur Tito never brings women to the restaurant, you know. And at one point, Tito excused himself to use the facilities, and he says, and he comes over to you, Mademoiselle, seriously, he always he is a wonderful guest. He comes here, he always pays generously, and he appreciates the food. He really does appreciate what our masters in the kitchen are making. But
the food is great. The food is
the
fantastic.
food is fabulous. But he's like, he has never brought anybody ever. A man or neither a man, no, certainly not a beautiful young woman like yourself.
It's more of a business meeting. So
Okay, d'accord. Very well. And at this stage, you see Tito coming by and says, "Okay," and he goes topping up your glass, and he leaves. So yeah, you have a very enjoyable evening of Tito spends much of.
I hope this guy doesn't think Justine is a lady of the night.
No, he absolutely knows that she's not. There's no question of that ever being made as a mistake with Justine. Okay, never would ever it enter his mind. Zero chance of making that mistake. Okay. You know, maybe if it was Annalise, he might think highbrow lady of the night, you know, but not Justine. Okay.
Why am I catching rounds of ammunition out of nowhere?
So
you have to increase your defense, like, come on.
I've got 2 more levels before I get defense from bullets.
So this is the thing, as I say, so Justine, Tito, he does ask you quite a number of questions about your family, about your background, about your childhood growing up. And he's very attentive. He's clearly interested in what you have to say, listening to what you have to say. You know, he's not interrupting to take an opportunity to use what you said to talk about himself. He is fully engaged in and listening to you talk.
I would say Justine replies, but she definitely doesn't pick up on this. What she's interested in.
Sorry, I'm going to interrupt to say you do insofar as that as a woman in the late Victorian era, you're used to men.
Yeah, that he doesn't interrupt. He's polite, but she's like, "Oh, it's a really pleasant conversation."
Yeah,
I think what Justine wants to do, she just bombards him with questions. She wants to know about everything, all the like historical periods, all the things he's seen, all the stuff he experienced, his childhood, like literally everything. She wants to know.
So he's explaining it all to you. You know, they were originally from not Rome itself, but from a town a couple of kilometers north of the city. He grew up a fairly simple family life. You know, his father owned some land. He was a farmer, but he joined Legion to try and make money because it was a good way to make money. And you know, shortly after he joined, the Gallic War started. So. But yeah, like any questions you ask him, he's completely honest and upfront with you about, you know. He does appear to have spent most of his life in Western Europe. He has traveled afield. He has traveled abroad actually a couple of times. He did spend a century or so wandering around Damascus and that region. So he did travel down into North Africa as well, but didn't go too far south.
Yeah. Justine is going to ask him if he's been to South America because she's going to tell about that like Aztec lady she met and their magic and all the stuff there.
He's never crossed the oceans. He's pretty much been in all of Europe,
Yeah.
and some of the Middle East and some of North Africa, as well as a good chunk of Eastern Russia as well. But he's never crossed the oceans.
Justine is going to also like ask him to teach her proper like Latin pronunciation.
Well, he does start chuckling with you, and he explained to you, well, it's funny you say that, but I mean the Latin that I know is not the same Latin that you learned.
Of course it's not.
But he does start teaching you. But what's fascinating is when you hear him speaking Latin, it sounds nothing like you've ever heard before, and not because it's a more ancient dialect, but because he is speaking it as his mother tongue, as his first language. Every time you've ever heard Latin being spoken, it's been spoken by scholars who have learned it as the scholar's language. But for him, he is speaking it
as a native speaker.
Which
is like unheard of.
You've never heard of that. There has not been a native speaker of Latin in over 1,000 years.
Yeah, absolutely. And like Justine knows all that. Yeah. And she absolutely like recognizes that, and she values that so much. She's like, oh my God, that's like native Latin.
It's like the words are just flowing from his mouth.
Justine is absolutely like, she loves the conversation. She loves the time. I would say at some point she just wakes up and she's like, what time is it?
Oh, it's actually quite late. It's after 10.
Oh God. I need to let Sylvia know that I'm okay. So she's just going to take a note, write a letter saying, I'm fine, talking with Tito about dragons. No, talking with Tito. Full stop. Fold it over, give it to Anki, and send Anki back home.
So yeah, Sylvie, you at this age had been back home a while. You've no idea where Justine is, and you hear the tapping on the window, and you go over. Anki drops the note in your in front of you, and you immediately recognize Justine's handwriting of, yeah.
And obviously, I'm going to give Anki some dried meat and pat him on the head because he is the best boy.
He's the best boy.
He's the bestest boy. The bestest boy.
So eventually, Justine, Tito insists on walking you home, as he does, and you stroll through the night air of Paris. And as you get to your lodgings, he says, I must say, tonight was a pleasant change. It's been a long time since I've had such an open and honest conversation with somebody. And it was a pleasure to share your company for so long today.
I'm happy to hear that. The pleasure was mine. I feel like I could talk to you for another 10 hours, 20 hours.
Please. Anyway, you know where I am. He did give you guys a messaging stone. He says, if things get too serious in the palace, send me a message and I will be there.
Thank you. Justine takes the stone, and she's legitimately very, very, very grateful, and she says, thank you. I think we will be departing tomorrow or very shortly.
Yes.
I'll see you when I'm back.
Of course. Right, and so you do eventually go into bed. Do you tell Sylvia what you've learned about Tito?
No.
I assume not. Okay.
No. So, nothing personal.
Sylvia is still going to be, you were with Tito.
And knowing that, like, Justine, you know, she's everything is written on the face. She's like giggling and blushing.
Oh yeah.
She doesn't tell anything, and she's like, "Yeah, we're
No,
just
Sylvia's not going to pry because Sylvia also doesn't want to have to divulge stuff herself. So
Yeah,
she's just
absolutely.
Really
Yeah.
there's a very knowing look and a sort of woo, but
yeah."
also like not too much because yes, you could very easily turn it back on her, so she doesn't want that.
And Easton's just like, "What? We're just talking, just chatting, just a conversation."
Right. Well, you do eventually head to bed. Okay. Your mind full of what you've learned. All right. And so,
Mind is spinning.
yes. Having done our little flashback, we will return to present day, to the palace, the Fontainebleau Palace, a little bit northeast of Paris, and so. But what I am going to say is that the party taking a long rest, you level up, but this is a perfect place to take a quick pause in our story, folks. So don't go anywhere. I promise we will be back in 5 minutes. I need to get a fresh cup of tea, and we will be back very soon. So I'll see you all in 5 minutes, folks. Okay.
That's it.
Okay, folks, and we are back. We are down at Sylvia right now because she is trying to put our Chaos Goblin daughter to bed. But she will be jumping on stream and joining us again very, very soon. So, as I said, we have our long rest. Okay. Unless there's anything that you specifically want to do. Excuse me.
I would say Annalise leans up against a wall and just dips her head so her bangs cover her eyes, but stays awake until she knows everyone else has fallen asleep. And then once she's fairly sure, reaches into her pouch, takes out one of like a half-burnt candle, and just sets it down in front of her, lights it, and with the memory of someone who only performed some vague Catholic rites as a kid, puts her hands together and just starts sobbing her way through a prayer for Mina, knowing that it would mean more to Mina than it does to Annalise.
Yeah.
And just waits for the candle to burn out.
I'd say Justine probably has a very broken sleep. She kind of keeps drifting in and out of sleep. And I would say when she hears Annalise doing
Mm.
that, she's not going to react, but she'll try to like suppress sobbing and pretend that she's asleep, but she's going to take the messenger stone out and start a message to Tito
Wow.
saying that she's okay, but Mina is down and the fight was terrible and it's the first time she lost someone, but she's not going to send it.
Oh, to have it prepped.
Yeah.
By the way,
Yeah.
just to be aware with the messenger stone, you can speak a maximum of 30 words. You can send one message per day, but there is no limit by way of distance on the stones. The only condition is that both people must be in the same realm.
Yeah.
So if one
So
of you,
Justine is just going to hold the stone
Yeah.
in her hands. She's not going to speak anything.
Activate it, yeah.
But she's going to say things like in her head, but not actually actively saying them out loud.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
it's not going to trigger the stone.
Yeah.
It's like, consent.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that candle burns out and Annalise, like, deep breath, lets, like, the tears and sobs subside, wipes her face, and then actually goes to sleep.
Cool. So next morning, you all wake up. You've had your long night's rest. You, because of the enchantment of the bath, are at full grid. So Justine, sorry, I've lost track of you. You gave, was it the Necromancer's Book of Shadows? I can't remember which one you gave to the Aztec princess.
Was the Necromancers, I think.
Yeah, it was Necromancers. So I have Monk Clerics and I have
the Barons.
The Barons, yeah, but I think
were there any spells from either of those Books of Shadows that you would planned on transcribing across?
Yeah, but some of those from the Sphere of Water.
Yeah.
But I think it would make sense, both like storyline wise, that Justine is not going to do it now.
No, absolutely. Okay, cool. So
because she's just not in the right mental state, and also because I've been a very irresponsible player and I forgot that we leveled up, so I've actually never looked at it. So it will give me an extra week to prepare. And
you get up, you eat some snacks that Sylvia had enchanted, and Annalise says, "So shall we return to that library, to the laboratory, and see what items were in there?" There was
that staff, the hat.
Yes, there was so many items in there. We should. So shall we?
Yeah. Are we all ready to go? How are we feeling?
Like shit.
Oh,
Right. So yeah. Now, I will just also say, Sylvia, you're mute first of all, and
I'm not anymore.
Oh, okay. Sorry. If you wanted to, so for you, in order to add spells to your Book of Shadows, you would need to meditate. It's 1 hour per spell level.
And where? Justine, what are your plans? Are you?
I mean, if you want, you could go up to the Wizard's Laboratory, look around there, and then come back down to this room so that Sylvia can do her meditation and Justine, you could do your transcription. If you want.
Okay, we could do that. But we just go up and look at the stuff anyway.
Okay, so you head back up. As you come out, however, I need you all to give me stealth rolls. You see a wandering specter.
Ghosts.
Oh, can I cast Restorative Spark on people?
You do most certainly cast Restorative Spark on everybody, yes. So deduct your mana, and everybody give me stealth rolls.
Do I add hide to this? Or?
Yes, hide, yeah.
Great. Wow, I am rolling like garbage today.
11.
11 as well.
Sylvia?
Oh my god. I rolled a 1!
Total.
No.
What's your total? I don't care what the roll is. I want the total.
3.
Okay.
Nice.
Like, is that much better?
It's
Are you in your human form?
Yes.
Shit.
Okay.
Well, yeah, because I wouldn't have.
So the spectre with a 3, even though I rolled awful, I still rolled better than that. And the spectre does turn and it sees you all. And it is going to move directly towards you all.
First thing is the morning.
Just wasting time doing this shit.
Well, then
Okay.
roll better.
Yeah.
So, everybody, please roll initiative. Oh, sorry. One thing I would like to say as well: any magical items that you have found so far, such as the singing sword, are now fully active.
Just entirely.
Entirely. Do not worry about PowerPoints.
Oh my.
Yes. So, I'll roll for Aminata.
Polina, no. It's okay. She's having a rough day. It's
Okay.
different.
Yeah.
So, Sylvia, what did you get?
14.
Okay, and Annalise, what did you get?
18 total.
Okay. Okay. So Aminata will be the first to act, and they are going to put on the ring. And they do have their bullets of sure shot. So they're going to put on the ring, and they are going to shoot at the use your words, Neil, at the creature, at the spectre. That's a miss. And a nat 20.
There you go.
Okay, so that's 1d8 plus 10 plus 1d. Where's my d12? There's my d12.
Oh, plus assassinate.
Oh god, yeah. Oh, wrong character sheet. I need 12th level, which I did update, I believe. So that's 16 plus 10 is 26 plus 8 is 34 plus
You might just not have to worry about the spectre.
19 is 43 points of damage.
Cool. Nice.
Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, no. Okay. And where are we? Health and death. I get to roll a d10. 9. That's
Ooh.
2 critical injuries. 6. -1 penalty to all attacks
Nice.
and to their defense. And 1 minor action per turn and must succeed Fortitude or Resolve at the start of the turn to make a major action. Okay.
This is what we call stress relief.
Super. So, Annalise, it is your turn. Sylvia, you're on deck.
Right, great. I'm gonna use a minor to pull out the singing sword.
Yep.
Another minor to close distance with the spectre.
And then attack twice.
Attack twice. Forgive me because I didn't write down the singing sword. I believe it was +1 and then D4,
I'm just
D6.
looking it up now. Just give me 1 second.
Running back through a few weeks of memory.
It is a +1 sword,
Mhm.
and it is your standard 1d8 damage of the blade.
Mhm.
Okay, and then an additional 1d4 sonic damage, which increases cumulatively.
Gotcha.
Okay, so for you,
So I'm at a +5 to hit, 1d8 +1, and then 1d4. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Up. 1 on the die.
Okay.
Cool.
Second
Good.
attack.
Second attack. Not great. 13 total.
Unfortunately, it misses.
I'm bad with swords.
Sylvia, it is your turn.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to spend only 8 mana this time, using a minor action, because I can do that now, to turn into an earth elemental.
So it's actually only 6 mana because it's -2 because it's your favorite sphere or your
No, it
favorite
isn't.
elemental.
It's
Yeah,
wild, but it's a wild. It's sphere. It says shift into earth elemental is a sphere of the wild spell.
polymorph into Earth Elemental is Sphere of Earth.
Okay, then 6.
Polymorphing into the elementals is the spheres of the elements. Beast shape is sphere of wild. So 6 mana. Okay. So
Right,
you're changing into a young elemental, yes?
Yeah, and I'm just gonna punch.
So you only have a measly 83 points of damage. Your punches, will do nothing because it's mundane damage.
Oh, I thought but
They're not magic punches, but your stone bullet would count.
Elementals can cast that, right?
Yes.
Okay, then I'd
You've
like to do
literally
that.
cast that spell as an elemental.
Okay, I'd like to do that, please.
Okay. As a young elemental, it is only it's only 3d6 plus 2.
Oh, okay, cool. 1, 2. Oh shit! I don't know.
So what did you get?
You need to make a dex save, I think.
Yeah, what did you get? 3d6 plus 2.
Yeah.
What did you get?
So that's 1 plus 5, 6 plus 6. So 12 points plus
2 is 14.
14 points.
I did pass a dex save, so that's half to 7.
Oh shit.
Okay. It's now the Spectre's go. It's going to attack Annalise. Not 20.
No.
Well, I'm going to blink Annalise.
Okay. Good. You blink Annalise, and then Annalise so the Spectre moves. Evens it goes for Annalise, odds it goes for Justine. Evens, it's going to go for Annalise again for its second attack. That was cocked again. Oh my god. 20. Oh, actually, sorry, I had to do a fortitude roll first to see if he actually can attack. Pass the fortitude roll, 21 to hit on the second attack. Okay.
Justine is going to blink.
Okay, cool.
Annalise again.
Super. Well, now it is Justine's turn.
It is Justine's turn, so I'm going to cast Arcane Bolt.
Arcane Bolt, absolutely.
Let me just find all my d6s.
Annalise is like vaguely nauseous, just being blinked around the place.
Justine is going to blink the fuck out of people now because she can't.
Yeah.
She can't. She's going to be like overprotective now.
Can't deal with losing people.
Okay, let me.
Bring on the pain.
Yeah. Okay. 12, 14, 15, 20, 23. Plus 5. 28 plus how much additional damage do I make?
7, isn't it?
Yeah. 28 plus 7. So it's
35.
35.
Okay, right. We are at the top of the initiative order. It's Amanada's go. She is going to shoot 3 times. That's a hit. A hit. And a miss. So 1d8. There we go. 1d8 plus 10. That is 14. And then 1d6 plus 4. Sorry, 1d12 plus 4. Oh, 14. 28 on the first shot. And then, yeah, this creature's dead. The 2 shots, yeah. After being pummeled by all of ye, yeah. And with that, I got 43 points of damage in the opening attack with that nat 20 from the rogue who has the bonuses to backstabs and assassin skill now. So the creature, 2 more shots, and the specter breaks apart and is gone.
All right, let's go into the laboratory and grab everything that we can.
Heading up the stairs, you head into the wizard's laboratory, and so Justine, I assume you're going to cast a detect magic.
Yep.
Okay, I just need to look up what is the range on that again. 3 meters plus 1 meter per level, so that's 15 meters.
That's big.
I'm assuming we're going to walk all over the whole lab anyway.
Yeah.
So.
As we step in, like Annalisa's eyes just linger on the orb.
Basically, if you are standing in the middle, you can hit everything. Okay, so this is what you find: an immense plethora of magics. Okay, so the large orb in the center of the room gives off an immense, powerful aura of lightning-based electrical damage. The glowing glyph also gives off an immense aura of magic, the kind of magic that you would get from Sphere Twilight spells for your divination and scrying, okay? There is a staff, as I said, resting against the western wall, a quarterstaff that looks as if it was grown in its shape and not carved from wood, with small branches growing from the top that twist around each other as if the leaves are cradling together. This is the spine of the grove.
Sylvia's head just goes.
The staff looks like it was naturally grown in the shape that it is in. It's not being carved from a piece of wood. At the top of the staff, numerous small branches sprout, their green leaves still alive and healthy, and these branches twist and bend around each other as if trying to come to something. This is a +2 quarterstaff. When carried by somebody who is skilled in the sphere of the wild, they gain the following benefits: immunity to all natural poisons and venoms, a +1 bonus to spell might for the sphere of the wild, a -5 reduction to the mana cost of all spells from the Sphere of the Wild. They learn the spell Greater Forest Stride as a free spell if they do not already know it, and can cast it for free 3 times per day. Whenever casting a spell from the Sphere of the Wild, the spell has the maximum effect. And they can cast the cantrip Arcane Light focused through the staff and emits a magical light from amongst the branches. If this staff is carried by a druid, they may use it as their Book of Shadows in which to record their spells. Whenever they learn a new spell, the Ohm letters recording the spell naturally appear on the staff. If the druid dies or gives the staff away, the Ohm writings disappear.
Well, dang.
I'm pretty attached to my little wooden discs on my belt, but
yeah, well,
I kind of like this staff. Just saying.
So,
spells from the Sphere of Wild have maximum effect?
Yes. So you don't roll for damage and stuff, it's just max.
Oh, that's scary.
Yeah.
Even the likes of Pixie Pines, which is like I got throw shit.
Any spell from the Sphere of Wild, you if it's a combat spell, you no longer roll damage, just max effect. If it's a non-combat spell, say some sort of a healing of the land, max effect. Always max effect.
Sylvia's officially the scariest person.
And you're as if our druid wasn't broken enough.
Yeah, Jesus. And you can Greater Forest Stride 3 times a day for free.
Yes. So
you can be wherever you want.
Over in the corner, okay. So this room, there was like. So in this room, there was like a kind of artificer's experimental desk in the bottom, in the northwest corner. In the northeast corner, there was bookshelves, and in the northwest corner, there was another shelf full of various different oils and unguents and tinctures. So you get a bunch of pings from the shelves with the potions and stuff on it. Over there, you find a number of things. You find a tincture of fairy speed. This looks like quicksilver in a small, fine bottle made of cut crystal. When it is consumed, it grants the following abilities: double movement for 1 minute, an additional major action per turn for 1 minute, an additional minor action per turn for 1 minute. So just to be aware, 1 minute is 6 rounds of combat. Okay?
That'd be useful.
There is also a legendary healing tincture. Not superior, legendary. A legendary healing tincture, when ingested, will heal you 4d6 plus 12 grip points. You also find a vial of fairy oil. These ointments come in a variety of different forms and can sometimes are in fact liquids and not ointments. When applied to the eyes of a human or fey touched, they can now see all fey when they are invisible. They also see the outlines of portals into the fey mounds and fey realm. They gain dark sight to 30 meters, and if they already possess dark sight, their range is increased by an additional 30 meters. This magical sight can only be removed by the true fey and is often done at the expense of the person's vision, leaving them blind, though this is not a necessary side effect of removing the magical ability, rather a punishment from the Fae for having the audacity of gaining this second sight. All right. Now, over in another corner, you see a conical, black felted wood, conical pointed hat. This is a witch's hat. Unfortunately, it's of no use to any of you. If it is worn by a witch who has a magic score of 1, they gain a +1 bonus to spell might and casting rolls. With a magic score of 2, an additional +1 bonus to their spell might for the sphere of ritual, and a -2 reduction to ritual spells. At a magic score of 3, the mana cost for ritual spells is reduced by 4 to a minimum of 4, and casting times is reduced. A casting time of a turn is reduced to a major and minor action. Casting times with a minute are reduced to a turn. Spells with a casting time of more than 1 minute are halved. At a magic of 4, if the witch is missing a material component for a ritual spell, they can substitute it by spending an additional 10 mana. And the mana cost for ritual spells is now reduced by -6. At a magic score of 5, the casting time for ritual spells is further reduced. Spells with a casting time of a major and minor are reduced to a major. Spells with a casting time of a turn are reduced to a major and minor. Spells with a casting time of a minute are reduced to 1 turn. And all spells with a casting time of more than a minute are reduced to 1 minute. And at a casting time of 6, spells in the sphere of the ritual spheres have the maximum effect. So a legendary powerful item for a witch. Now, can you all please give me awareness keen eyes rolls?
That's what I put my level up into.
Can I use my inspiration die?
Do you want it?
I do.
Well, hold on. Let's see how the others did first.
Okay.
Annalise, because I'm just going to tell you now, Amanada rolled a natural 19.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Annalise, what did you get?
One thing that beats a natural 19, and that's a natural 20.
Did you roll a nat 20?
I certainly did.
Nice.
Okay, well then I'm gonna say it.
So as you're looking around and you're looking through the various different books, Annalise, you come across 2 books that look very familiar to the ones that you've seen. Now Yassine has a number of them, and you found 2 sorcerers' books of shadows.
Just gonna like squint because the others are doing magic shit, and I'm just like, pull them out. Well, I go to and I freeze. Go, Yassine, could you turn your attention over here? I think this might be your kind of thing.
So looking, you excited? Yeah, these are 2 sorcerers' books of shadows from sorcerers who are 20th level. They contain spells from the spheres of arcane, force, air, fire, twilight, chaos, and death. There is a 60% chance that any first level spell from one of these spheres is in the books, 55% chance for second level, 50% chance for a third, 45% chance for fourth, and a 40% chance of any 5th level spell from one of those spheres.
I'm taking them. What can I say?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So So you can now tell me. You'd be like, I want. Does this spell from this sphere? Is it in one of the books? And then we'll roll your percentile dice, and if you roll below the target number, then that spell is in the book.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, if you roll above it, then sorry, it's not, and it doesn't magically appear. But
I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm waiting for Justine to fucking learn blood bending or some shit.
Yeah.
I'm just on the way to just becoming the master of all elements or something. I'm
Yeah,
terrified.
yeah.
I'm just thinking Katara being so full of rage
Yeah.
and then learning blood bending.
We need the day Justine snaps.
Yeah. Justine, you guys are worried about the dragon. No, Justine is the actual
yeah.
BBEG of the campaign.
100%.
Yeah.
Justine's gonna puppet the dragon
Absolutely.
Justine is the dragon.
Yeah.
this whole time.
And Tito is actually her dark, mysterious lover.
Wow. Anki is just actual baby.
Yes.
Incredible.
Absolutely. Right. So,
Oh my god.
this would make such a great
Rule 34, the porn
Fanfic.
exists.
Write it,
Yeah.
fan fiction.
Can we find another small
No.
base around that, please?
I'm going to say now, folks, you have now fully explored this room. Okay. So, would you like to explore another room on this floor?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I mean,
we've got
what's
this.
the word?
So we've got one directly to the north, and then one out around the
There's
corner.
three.
To...
So there's three along the western wall, and one directly north of the room you're in.
Do we want to go straight north and just like through the north doors into the next one?
Do you want to?
Yeah, if we take the north door and then we take the other three, and then it's just the creepy attic and the murder dungeon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you guys want to move your tokens into that room,
Sure,
obviously
will.
for our streamers, we are using Roll20, but that's just so I can keep track of combat. It's not actually adding anything to the story. Okay. So you need not worry.
That's what you think. There's secrets all over this thing.
Oh god, I'm totally getting vibes from the, when you're in a dungeon and
Okay.
before you get the map.
So, you go into this room. This is a rectangular room, 10 by 12 meters, a beautiful room in which you're assuming the Lord and Lady of the palace would have taken guests for non-official visits. The room has two beautiful chaise lounge with long mahogany table between them and two fine wooded chairs at one end. At the other end is a large fine desk and a high back chair. On the desk is a beautiful amulet made of smoky crystal set in silver. And there are two large statues of elven archers in either corner of the room.
Oh god.
Just squint at the statues and
We're gonna be fighting the statues at some
Detect
point.
magic first.
yeah.
Okay, you do get a sorry, apologies. You do
Statues magic.
get these. You do get the you do get a magical aura coming from the desk.
Mm-hmm.
The desk, but not the amulet.
Like the amulet on the desk.
Okay. Yeah. Just making sure.
Actually, with that detect magic, I'm telling you now, the amulet on the desk is an amulet of privacy. So what that
Oh,
is?
nice. It just
hold
protects you. It lets you know when you're being scried. So.
Yeah, so they're a fine amulet made of colored smoky glass set in silver. You spend 30 minutes focusing to attune to it. Basically, once bound, the amulet provides protection. If the wearer is the target of a divination spell which attempts to scry on them, the amulet will start to glow a bright red color and the scrying fails.
I think we should take it just because it's there.
You want?
If any of us are going to wear that, it should be either as you or you perhaps have not. People don't know I'm with you, really. But
are you guys going to go over and take the amulet?
I'm going to the other side of the room and pulling a bead on one of those statues, just in case.
Who is taking the amulet?
Sylvia is an earth elemental, so she'll just be like, bleh.
Okay,
Justine is not going to touch any other random items for a while.
Amna's like, okay, fine, I'll take it. And she goes over, and as soon as she picks up the amulet, the statues move. Roll initiative.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Fucking
Sorry. I shouldn't have said anything.
I mean, it was all, it was going to happen. That's worth it, don't worry.
So, let's hear them initiative rolls. I will roll for Amanada.
Oh, yeah.
25.
Oh, good God, nice.
Yeah, I got a 19.
Sylvia, what did you get?
Sylvia has the dex of stone, so that's a 15 from me.
Wait, hold on. You are a young earth elemental, so you have a dex of -1.
Oh.
Okay, so that's a 14.
And you have a defense of 9, and you have 83 grit, and you have an armor of 7-2.
Still pretty good.
So I only have 82. Oh,
83
okay.
extra
Yeah.
grit because you are now a young earth elemental, not an adult.
That's still more than Annalise used to.
Yeah,
By
by
one.
one grit point.
So what was that? Did you say it was a 13 for your initiative?
14.
14. Okay, and Justine?
8.
8.
It's double 4. It's better than last time.
Yeah.
Make it a 16 next time.
Right.
We climb.
Okay. So, well, first to act is obviously Annalise with that 25.
Yeah. Am I within medium for revolver? I should be.
So
Yes.
what's medium for revolver? Is it 10? Yeah.
10 up.
Yeah. So you're just barely within medium for revolver. Yeah.
Amazing. So disarm shot on the one directly in front of me.
Yep. Sure. So you're basically a disarm shot on each of them. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cool.
Just get rid of those.
Oh.
2 O's. Not too great, to be honest with you. That is 21 total.
Well, that's a hit, but unfortunately for you, I rolled a 24 on the fortitude roll.
Yeah, I hit a 2.
Okay, so you do hit, but
Regular
you don't disarm.
I think it's half damage because I failed.
Yeah, the damage is still halved because you're aiming for the hand.
Okie smoky. So that is gotcha.
These are standard bullets, aren't they?
Yeah, regular rounds.
Yeah, cool. So roll for damage and tell me what, and then we quarter it.
Hey, max on the die at least. That's something.
Okay.
That is 26 damage total.
Ooh, fuck. Half to 13, half to 6.
That's something. I'll put the next shot into it again to try and confirm.
Same one?
Same one.
I rolled an nat 20 on the fortitude roll.
Damn. Okay. My total was 29.
Yeah, and nat 20 is a nat 20.
Nat 20 is a nat 20.
But, so roll for damage.
Oh, and a 1 on the damage die. No. 19 total.
Half to 9, half to 4.
Awful.
Okay, so it's now Amanada's go. They're going to go up to one of them and try and stab them with the sword. They know it's reduced because it's piercing, but they don't want to waste their bullets on these creatures. And that was a nat 1 on the first attack. And cocked. And a nat. Oh my god, I just rolled 2 nat 1s. For fuck's sake.
Oh, we're a mess. We're a mess.
So this is what you see. So these are elven archers. They're not swordsmen. So it's very strange. What you see happening is it reaching up. Its bow is made of stone. The drawstring is made of stone. The arrow is made of stone. Pulls it back, and it's going to loose it at you, Annalise. I've got. I don't think that's going to hit. 21 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, so the arrow looses to strike, and that is 12 points of damage.
Owie.
Now, you do subtract your larger armor from this because it's a non-firearms projectile.
I'm not wearing armor. I take 12 damage.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Can I, as a reaction, can I cast Arcane Shield on Annalise?
I don't know.
I can.
I think you can.
I don't know.
Reaction.
Correct.
I think it's like stone shield.
You can only cast this spell on yourself.
Oh. Alchemist's armor, that's the one you can.
I don't think you can cast Alchemist's armor as a reaction, no.
Are you sure? Because I remember casting stone shield on.
Stone shield and arcane shield are 2 different things.
I know, but they're kind of they do
the same. That's fine. I can take 12 damage. I'm good.
No, because what Arcane Shield does is it adds the caster's magic score to their defense. It's not just a +2 bonus. So they are different, okay? And it's an instant thing. It's similar to the shield spell from the dragon game. So second attack. So this is what happens. The arrow is loosed. And then you see another stone arrow forming in the bow as it pulls back. But this time I only rolled a 13.
Yeah. I just get like pushed back by the first shot and the next one just hits in the woodwork next to me.
Okay, so then the other one is also going to attack you because you're the only one who's attacked.
Cool.
Cocked. Oh, that was a nat 20.
No!
Okay, I'm going to blink Annalise.
Is
Yeah,
that two nat 20s against me? Great.
That
I
is
think
two
so,
nat
yeah.
20s against
Good, good,
you.
good.
You blink to the other corner, yeah?
Yeah, I just
Okay.
can't select Annalise for some reason.
I got it, don't worry.
And then second attack.
Don't say another nat 20. Come on, man!
Neil,
Thank
no!
you
I
so
done?
much,
I'm just a
Lena, for these
baby.
wonderful dice that you got me for my birthday. I loved them so much.
I'm blinking Annalise again.
Just slams into the other side of the wall again.
For fuck's sake.
Sylvia, it is your go.
Well, Sylvia's pretty pissed off now at this stage.
At least
She's
it's better
gonna roar, but it's a slightly less. There's a lot less bass in it because she's only a baby. And she's gonna go. And I'm gonna cast. Oh, actually, because I'm pretty far away from them. We are. Where are we? Where are the stone archers?
They're at the other end of the wall. So, as a young stone elemental, you have stone bullet, stony step, and stone sculpt.
Oh, I don't have hail of stones. Okay.
Oh, that's an adult earth elemental ability.
God, fuck, damn it.
You
Okay.
chose to save mana.
Yeah. First mistake. Okay, I'm gonna attack the
Are you gonna go
archer.
punch? 2 punches? Pow! I think it's. Oh wait,
Um,
actually, let me just check. Is it 2 punches?
Oh, probably not.
No, it's 1 attack per turn as a young.
Oh, Jesus fucking.
And
Okay,
so you have a choice. You have
stone bullet is what I'm gonna do.
1d8 plus 5 for the punch, or 3d6 plus 2 for stone bullet.
1d8 plus. Or what was the? Sorry, 3d6. You
3d6
said.
plus 2 for stone bullet, or 1d8 plus 5.
I'll take the 3d6, please.
That would be the logical thing to do.
And can I spend a minor action doing the stone sculpt thing too?
I just want to check.
Because what are they made of? You said they were made of stone.
Yes, you can do that. You can spend your 2 minors on that too. So I failed on the dex roll, so you're going to do full damage.
Yeah. Oh, okay,
I assume you're casting it on the statue that Annalise shot as well, yeah?
Yes. So that's 3 plus 5, 4, 9 plus 2 is 11 points of damage.
11, cool.
Yeah, 11 points of damage. I want to do my little earthbending thing.
Okay, so give me your magic rolls.
Oh yeah, I can do this twice. Okay, I'm gonna just roll twice. So sorry, what am I adding, Neil?
Magic. Your magic.
My magic. So that's a dirty 20.
Yeah.
On the first, and that's only a 9 on the second.
Oh, 1 passes, 1 fails.
Yes, and that's a d6, is it?
It is, yeah.
So that's 3 points of damage.
Okay.
Is that adding magic or anything? Is it just
No.
Okay, cool. 3 points. So that was 14 points of damage.
Okay. So Justine, it is your go. What you do?
I have a question first of all. Sorry, I forgot.
Yes,
Do we
course.
increase any ability scores this level?
No, it was a skill talent or feat.
Okay, gotcha. All right, then I'm just going to cast Arcane Bolt on the guy that has already been shot.
Yeah, roll for damage.
Oh, I roll fucking well today. So that's 3 6s.
Nice.
12, 18, 22, 25, 30, 33 plus 7. That's 40 points of damage.
Oh, good
For
God.
1 mana.
I rolled really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Super. Top of the initiative order. Annalise, it is your turn.
Annalise shakes her head to try and remember where in space she is, and goes, "I'm not being shot again." And then goes to, "I'm gonna take another disarm, or try," as the case may be. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. Another 2 on the dice. That's 21 to hit.
That's a fail on the fortitude roll.
Hooray! Get that out of here. And then I believe half damage anyway. Just double check.
Yep.
Yep. Oh, yeah, you inflict half damage. Sorry, can't read today. And that's going to be a tidy 25 damage, which is
Half to
half and
12,
halved.
would half to 6.
But their weapon is now damaged, correct?
Their weapon has been half. Instead of rolling a d10, I'm now rolling a d6. Now, do you want to attack the other one?
Yeah, for sure. Because that one's just going to try and shoot me as well.
Oh, they're both. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I get it. 28 to hit.
Yeah, it's fail.
Amazing. And that's 23 damage, halved, then halved.
Okay. Right. That's your turn.
Yep.
It's now Aminata's go. Aminata's going to try and stab this guy again. Oh shit! I rolled another nat 20. That's 2 nat 20s in a row for Aminata. Okay, second attack. That's cocked. That's a hit. Third attack. So all 3 hit, and the first one is a nat 20. So I'm gonna roll damage for the non nat 20s first. Okay, so that is. Oh, what am I doing rolling a D? That should be a D6 I'm rolling. Okay, that's nice. So D6 plus 12. So that's 18 plus 14 is 22. Halved to 11 minus 5 is 6. Then the other non-nat 20. Oh, cool. 18 plus 13 is 25. Okay, and then for the nat 20, okay, we have 16 plus 14 is 26, plus 6 is 32, plus 5 is 37, halved to 18. Minus 5 is 13. Okay, right. That was a pretty damn good turn for Aminata. So so the statue is now it's gonna try and loose an arrow at you again, Annalise. 2 arrows. Oh, actually, sorry, I get to roll a critical injury on that creature as well. Oh, it's the one where they have to do. Oh, that's the one where they have to pass a fortitude roll to do their major action, and I rolled a nat 1 on that roll, so they failed their major. They are unable to carry out a major action on this turn. Now the other one is going to loose arrows at Justine. That is going to be a hit. It's 21 to hit Justine.
I'm going to cast Alchemist. Arcane Shield on myself.
So, what's your defense?
My defense is. That's a very good fucking question. I have no idea what my defense is. 12.
12. So that would bring your defense up to 18. I rolled a 21, so it still hit.
Okay, yeah, still not enough. Okay, let me see what else I can do. Boom, 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 boom.
You have your minor actions.
Yeah. I'm just trying to decide what I can do.
Are these shots inflicting magic damage or standard?
Standard damage.
Okay, so even if you do get hit, and your armor eats a good chunk of it.
Yes, you would be subtracting 7 from the damage roll.
Sorry, give me a second.
Yep. Really hope we find a armory or some sort. I'm down to 9 revolver rounds.
Oh, Aminata did say you can use her bullets as well.
That's true. I think I did take half her rounds.
Yeah, I think you did.
Yeah, so...
Okay, I think I'm just going to cast Alchemist Armor on myself. And that should
cast that as a...
Yeah.
Oh, you can use it one of your... Yeah, so you can. Okay, super. So even though that has a casting time of a major action because you have your quick caster ability, so that's going to be 5 plus 12 is 17, plus 5 is 22.
Mhm.
So from that hit, I rolled a 2 on my d6. So that would be 9 points of damage. The armor absorbs that. So you now have 13 points left on that. Second attack is a 16 and 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Sylvia, it is your turn.
I'm gonna cast Stone Bullet.
Yeah.
So give us that deck save.
I passed. I think. Wait, what's your Oh wait, no, it's as the elementals spell might.
Which is probably fuck all.
Well, it's 15.
Okay.
I rolled a 19.
So that's 13 points.
Halved.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do my
Do your thingy, roll your 2 magic rolls.
That's 2 fails.
Okay. Justine?
It was under 10, yeah.
Arcane Bolt.
Roll your d6s.
I'm expecting at some point Justine to, instead of going Arcane Bolt, say something like decimate family. And like, oh, what?
Ray of
In the
Death.
back pocket. Yeah. Ah!
That is a spell in my game.
Yeah, sure.
So what did you get on all those d6s?
31 plus 7, 38.
Okay.
I'm rolling well.
That's real good. More of that.
Okay. We are at the top of the initiative order. Annalise, it is your turn.
All right. Well, they're both disarmed, so it's headshot time.
Headshots time, yeah.
Yep. So, ba-da-ba-ba-ba. What is with me today? 3 on the die, 22 to hit.
I passed.
Damn. All right, regular damage. And not very good. 21 damage, halved then halved.
Why is it half then halved?
Oh no, just halved. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point. And then
Second attack.
yeah, how's the one that
He's pretty fucked up. The other one's barely taking a scratch, but that one is pretty fucked up.
I'll finish it off.
Go for another headshot, yeah.
In fact, I won't make it.
I rolled a 5 on the fortitude roll. Do a headshot and just don't miss. Okay.
Oh no, 29 to hit. We're fine.
Yeah. So that's going to be double damage, which is regular.
Regular damage. Oh. 20 flat. It is what it is.
Okay, right, yeah, super. They are barely up. Amanada is going to go for them. First attack. Not a nat 20, but still a hit. Oh, that was a shit roll. I rolled a 1 and a 2. 10, 15. Oh! That was halved to 7. Okay. Second attack. That will also be a hit. Okay, that was much better. So that is 13 plus 8, 21, half, 11. Third attack. Come on, we can do this. Hit. And the creature's body crumbles. So
I forgot to mention the disadvantage, but it's irrelevant.
It's irrelevant. They're gone now. Yeah. So the other statue is now going to loose 1 arrow at Annalise first of all, and then 1 at Justine. So, actually, wait, no, I'm going to roll because Sylvia has attacked. So, okay, so it's actually going for Sylvia.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah. Okay, and then second attack.
Sorry, Sylvia. Just fucking blinking costs me a lot of mana.
Yeah, it does. You should keep doing it.
I love magic bath, so
so that is 18 points of damage.
True.
And can you roll a d10 for me, please?
Sorry, you said 18 points?
18. Okay.
So
Minus
that's 11.
7. So that's 11.
Sorry,
But
oh no,
roll
sorry.
a d10.
Sorry, just 86. Oh no,
What?
A
I
10.
rolled a card.
Oh,
Oh, shit. Okay.
come
Well,
on.
roll again.
There's a lot of extremes this session. We're getting
Oh
a lot of
god,
extremes.
I rolled a 9.
Okay. You suffer a severe injury causing internal bleeding. Your maximum grit is reduced by half the damage inflicted from the roll. So how much
So
damage did I
minus
inflict?
so I only took 7 points of damage with my armor, so
11
So
points of
then,
damage.
so or 11, yeah, 11 points of damage with your armor. So your maximum grit is reduced by 5, and this
okay.
condition will only end after you've received professional medical assistance, allow the injury to heal properly for 12 weeks, or heal by regeneration or restoration.
12 weeks.
Yeah,
At least it's only 5.
So your Sylvia's max grit is now reduced by 5.
Oh no.
In my human form, or
Yes,
In the
because
human
what's the
form.
point of critical injuries if you get to dodge them because you shapeshifted? Absolutely in your human form.
Sylvia, what are you going to do without those 5 grit points? Could you
Yeah.
imagine?
cast regeneration and it'll be fine.
Wow.
Even if you don't cast regeneration, you still have nearly double the hit points of the 2 squishies.
Yeah.
So
You're currently like almost 2 Annalises anyway, and you're wearing an Annalise coat.
yeah. It is now Sylvia's turn.
I'm pissed.
Kill.
I am casting Stone Bullet.
Yeah.
So I'll do that dex.
I passed.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm rolling great tonight. I love these.
Like I said,
dice.
it's extremes. We're getting a lot of lows, getting a lot of highs. It's all over the place.
so that's only 11 points of damage from me.
I mean, it's not been scratched. It's going to need some punch. That's fine.
And I'm gonna do my little earthbendy thing.
Yeah.
So that's a 23
Yeah, it's a pass. Yeah.
and a 20.
Yeah, they both pass. So 2d6.
Okay, that's a 5 and a 6.
Nice. 11 points of damage. Sweet. Okay, Justine, it is your go.
It is my go.
Oh, and
indeed.
this isn't halved, is it? Because it's like
Oh
bludgeoning.
no, it's magic damage, so no, it's not halved.
You know what I'm going to do, right?
Yeah. Ray of Death.
Ray of Death.
Explode statue. That's what you've just learned.
10, 16, 22, 24. 6, 37.
Oh my god.
Okay.
And as my minor action, I'm going to cast Alchemist Armor on Annalise.
Hey, thanks.
Great. So that's two. That's 2 of your 5, isn't it? That you get to do a day. I think it's 5 times you can cast first level spells as a minor action with your
Yep.
arcane enhancement. So that's 2 of them done now. Okay. We're at the top of the initiative order. What the hell did I just do? Sorry, I clicked something on Twitch. We're at the top of the initiative order. Annalise, it is your turn.
Well, Justine, how much health is
22.
that? 22, great. Fantastic. Okay, I'll keep that. Right, so my revolver's empty, so I'll use a major and minor to load it back up.
Mhm.
That leaves me
That's
with
your
a
turn,
minor.
basically. Yeah, sure.
I will use that to use Gunslinger's Resolve and pull a bead on the one left, so I have a +5 the next time I shoot it.
Nice. Good call.
my
Excellent. Excellent. Okay, super. It's Aminata's go. They move around to the other one, and they're going to attack it twice with their cane sword. Not a nat 20, but it's still a definite hit. And they both hit. So that first one, that is +8 is 11. +8 is 19. Halved to 9 minus 5 is 4. And then the second one is 13 +8, 21. half to 10 minus 5. Okay, right. It's chipping away literally at the statue. So the statue is going for Sylvia again.
Oh god.
The first roll was a 14.
Yeah, no, just assume that you hit Neil.
Okay, and then the second one that was cocked. Nearly was an at 20 though. That was cocked again. Nearly an at 1. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Extremes. I'm telling you.
11. Does that hit?
Yes.
Okay.
What do these guys add to their roll?
Plus 7.
Okay, so they almost always hit.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, the earth elementals have a really low defense because they're so big and
big
slow.
help. Big help.
So 12 points of damage minus your armor on the first attack, and
So that's
12 points of
5.
damage. So you basically took 10 points of damage. Okay.
Okay, I was basic. I didn't catch the second one. So
So 10 in total after armor subtractions. Sylvia, it is your turn.
okay, stone bullet. Make a dex save, please.
Oh my god, I'm rolling fantastic on the dex for these guys. These guys do not have a high dex, but I'm rolling like nothing lower than a 18.
So nimble.
These
Look at them go.
I mean, they're elven statues. I guess that's
I'm
it.
just picturing statues doing flips and shit.
Yeah. So anyway, what's the damage?
8 and 6, 14 plus 6 is 16.
20.
3 plus 2. Sorry, 14 plus 2. My magic's 2.
Okay. You said 8 plus 6 is 14 plus 6.
I meant to say plus 2. Sorry.
It's 3d6.
You saying my math? No. It's 16. I rolled a 4. I rolled another 4. That's 8. I rolled a 6. That's 14. And my magic in this form is 2. So that's a 16.
Oh, okay. Super. Okay.
And I'm going to do my little earthbending thing.
Yeah.
That's a 22 and a 20.
Yeah, they both
Sorry.
are. 2d6.
20, yeah, 21 and a 20.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Just roll your d6s.
Crunch.
Okay, that was a 4 and a 4. 8 points.
Okay, right. Justine.
Death ray.
Okay, cool.
Ah! Hooray!
Hooray!
Just so you know, if you did ever cast Ray of Death, the base damage from that is 5d12 plus 50.
But how much mana does it cost?
20.
Yeah. I mean, I could technically do something like that as well if I max out the mana, but I'll chip away because I'm down 1 mana receptacle.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you got to conserve your mana. You got to
I
be careful
know.
about it. You don't want to
You saying that you hear a grumble from the Earth Elemental. So what's the damage, Justine?
14, 17,
You know, Sylvia's not saying much. You just kind of feel the ground vibrate slightly.
Earthquake.
29.
What was that?
29.
29. Okay.
Not so well this time. Not so well this
It's
time.
still, it's more damage than I've done.
It's not terrible. Annalise, it is your turn. Headshots.
All right. Yes, indeed.
Okay, and you get a +5 on the first attack.
On the first shot. This die, another 2 on the die. That's 3 or 4 times.
I rolled a 6 on the fortitude, so that's a fail for me. So you do you do full damage with this roll.
We love it. So that's 23 damage, and ooh, nasty. Hang on a second. That's going to be 6 rounds of disadvantage.
Good
4 on the die. Second shot. Oh, so now I get this. Yeah, okay.
So
35 total.
35 damage.
No, 35
the
to
attack
hit.
roll. Okay, right. So what's the damage?
That is 22 damage.
Right. Okay, Amanata might actually finish this creature off.
Go, Amanata.
First
Killed.
attack, that's cocked. That's a hit. That's a hit. I think that one's a hit as well, yeah. Is it? Yeah, I did. Yeah. So, first attack. So that is 13 plus 7 is 20. That is half to 10, and that's 5. Yeah, she's going to finish it. 10 plus 15, 25. Yeah, and they are dead. With 2 thrusts, they shatter the stone.
Amazing.
Okay, super.
I'm gonna. Annalise is gonna sheepishly go over to Aminata and go. Aminata, can I borrow some bullets? I'm running a
Here
little
you go.
low.
She's like, hand you another 6.
Danke.
Okay. All right.
Fucking.
Super. So,
Okay, let's just steal everything that isn't fucking nailed down.
the only thing that's in this room that's of value is the amulet of privacy.
Alrighty, next room.
Okay, so I'm going to say, Annalise, that you've got at this stage. We're going to say you got like another 10 bullets of sure shot. Okay.
Sure. Yep.
Super. So, which room do you want to go into next? There's another room to the north, and there's 3 rooms to the west.
I thought that was the room to the north.
No, that was the room to the north of the room you had been in. There's a very large room at the far end of this floor, and 3 smaller rooms along the western wall.
I vote small first. That big room scares me.
Okay, so do you want to go directly across and work your way back down north?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
let's hit that.
So, right, you're going into this next room. It's a 10 by 5 room. It's a fine guest room, guest bedroom with a grand bed covered in purple bed linens. There's a wardrobe and a cabinet along the northern walls, as well as a sink. You spend a few minutes looking around. There does not appear to be any threats in this room, but there are also no treasures in this room. But you do feel that this is a room you could also stay safely in if you needed a room to rest.
We wouldn't have to go downstairs. All right. Yeah. Step
Next
out.
room.
Next one.
Okay.
Yep.
This room is dreadfully. You enter this room. You immediately feel unsafe.
Oh, for fuck's sake, what is this?
So.
Oh, I do feel unsafe.
So, what was once a very pretty children's room, a smaller bed along the northern wall, lilac-coloured carpets now stained with mould, dirt, and blood. There was once a chest of drawers in the bottom right corner, but that was smashed to pieces and nothing remains inside. There's a fine wardrobe beside it, but that is empty too. A fine writing desk along the western wall beneath the window with an ornately carved wooden chair, some yellowed paper and spilled ink scattered across the surface of the table. A small chest sits at the foot of the bed, but this is also empty, having clearly been looted. On the ground in front of the bed is the skeleton of an adult wearing what looked to be tattered remnants of what was once a very fine elven dress. Who has gone into this room?
I have.
I'm going to say, Sylvia, in your elemental form, you cannot fit into the room.
Poke your big old head.
Why is this doing this? Aminata is in the room as well, but they are invisible, okay?
Yeah, I'm in the room as well.
Yeah. Okay. Super. As you look around, a spectral form appears over the skeleton, looking like wearing the same dress as the skeleton was wearing, looking like a later middle-aged elven woman. As she sees you all, and she shrieks in anger and pain.
Wow, you called it, Annalise. We are very much unsafe.
I'm unsafe in this room. Yes.
So, can you all roll initiative for me, please?
Sure.
Can I cast spells, stick my big old head
You
in?
can cast things like stone bullet through the room.
Yeah.
I
I
rolled
rolled a
a
natural
20.
20.
Wow. 21 total.
You're going to be going first, though, because my dex is -1 right now.
So,
Aminata might be.
Justine, did you say you rolled a nat 20?
Yeah,
So what's that in total?
not 20.
Okay.
Oh well. Yeah.
I'm gonna roll for Aminata.
You got that student speed.
Grace of potato.
Okay, so Annalise, what did you get?
21 total.
Okay, and Sylvia, what did you get?
19.
Okay, right. Well, the first to act is going to be the Spectre, and then Annalise, you're on deck.
Fair enough.
Evens, it's Annalise. Odds, it's Justine. Evens, Annalise. So the Spectre is going to
It's not my day.
race towards you, and it is going to let out. First thing it's going to do is let out a terrifying scream. So I need everybody to give me resolve rolls.
Yeah, that seems about right. Yep. Cool.
So I rolled a 1.
Oh, hey! So did I!
I have
Hey.
10 in total.
I mean, it's a 7.
Well, this is the most Scooby-Doo.
So everybody failed.
Yeah.
The
Cool.
Spectre is now going to attack you, Annalise.
Right.
Okay, with 3 attacks.
3?
Yeah. First attack is a 19 to hit.
Just hits.
Okay, second attack is a 21 to hit.
For fuck's sake.
Third attack is an 11.
Doesn't hit.
So
Yay.
I need you to give me a fortitude stamina roll, please.
Sure you do. Just do whatever you're gonna do, really. Oh, cool. Another nat 1. Fuck this dice, man.
So you take.
Why are you still using that die?
It's had like 4 twos, 1
so
3.
Why are you still using it? Oh my god.
Determination. What happens to me, Neil?
Well, first of all, you take 11 points of damage from the
Die.
necrotic touch of the creature, the touch of the grave. Okay.
I'm sure it gets worse.
Oh yeah, you are stunned.
Great.
And then the second attack,
I'm
take
assuming
another
Alchemist
11.
Summoner's not still up.
No, I think it's only last a
Yeah.
minute or something. So
Okay.
so you are stunned and you just took 22 points of damage.
Cool.
While stunned, a character cannot perform major or minor actions. Dexterity ability tests automatically fail. They cannot move, and their defense is reduced by 5.
No.
Annalise, it's your go. What do you want to do? Oh wait, that's right. You're
Hey,
stunned.
nothing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do nothing. I'm gonna chill.
Sucks to be you. So, Justine, it is your go. And Sylvia's on deck.
This fucking thing is.
So wait, you are terrified because you failed your resolve roll.
Okay.
So then, if you fail, you are overcome with fear and must use your remaining movement for that turn to travel as far from the Spectre as possible.
Ah, so I'm running away at the moment, right?
You have to run away, yes. Out of the room. Like, over to, like, the other wall. Yeah. Which means...
This is a shit show.
I am going to say that you're just barely within line of sight of the Spectre if you wanted to attack it.
I wanted to cast Magic Circle to help us all, but...
We're gonna be running and no.
Yeah, so I'm going to throw some Ray of Death at it.
Now, I need you to give me a magic casting roll with a -5 penalty.
Wait, are you actually casting Ray? Okay,
no, 17.
No, I don't have Sphere of Death.
Yeah, that's why I was really confused.
It's Justine's Ray of Death, which is just Magic Missile.
That was 9.
Arcane Bolt, rather.
Okay,
Plus 1, that's 10.
Cool.
So, you failed to cast a spell.
Oh, I love this for us. It's amazing.
Hey, Neil, had you accounted for one Spectre killing the entire party?
Well, it's looking like it's gonna be like that. Hey, it's okay. You can. It's okay. We have time to roll up new characters to fight the dragon, or Tito can just kill them all. You know? So yeah. Right. So that's your turn, Justine. Basically, Sylvia, it is your turn. You are frightened. You need to move as well.
So Sylvia is gonna very slowly run away
in the direction of Justine, but you can still cast on bullet.
Oh, can I? Cool. I'll do that then.
I
would like this.
No, because you're an elemental, you don't need to give me a casting roll because it's an innate ability.
Oh.
You get to do it. Okay, so
okay.
They do get their dex check now. But...
Yeah.
No, that's a fail.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna roll my dice. So that's a 5 and 4, 9 and 5, 14 plus 2 is 16.
Okay. Right. It's now Amanada's go. Amanat is also terrified.
Oh, fuck.
I was just wondering.
I was hoping they passed.
How is Annalise not terrified?
Oh,
I
they
am.
are, but they're stunned.
Yeah.
Ah,
I'm scared and stunned.
Yeah, so they can't
lovely.
move. Yeah.
It's like Van Gogh's The Scream. I'm just like,
So she does still
not
get
Van
to
Gogh,
roll,
someone else.
attack, and shoot with
Doesn't
her
matter.
revolver.
Moaning?
So
Oh.
-5 penalty. That's still going to hit on the first one, and then second one, that's cocked. That's also going to hit.
Mm.
So both attacks still hit, thankfully. So that is going to be 1d8 plus 10 and 1d12 plus 4. 9, 11, 20. On the first attack, and 11 plus 14, 25 on the second attack. Okay, so they just did a nice bit of damage there. Top of the initiative order, it's the Spectre's go, so it's going to attack Annalise 3 times.
Oh, God.
First attack is a 17 to hit, and you have a -5 penalty to your defense because you're stunned
Then
until
it hits.
the
Yeah.
well,
End of
actually,
my turn.
no. The stunning effect has dropped because it was till the end of your next turn, which was last turn. Okay, so you are no longer stunned, but don't worry, you will be again in a second.
Cool.
So, does a 19 hit your normal defense?
19. Yes, 19 does.
Okay, second attack.
Okay.
26.
Hits.
And third attack is only a 16. Does that hit?
No.
So the
anymore.
first 2 attacks do hit. I need Fortitude stamina though.
Cool. Fortitude stamina. That's fine. I've got a big old number for that.
11.
I'll call it another 3. Put it up on the board.
So
That's
you
4
are.
total.
You better be
You
using
are-
a different
you-
die,
you
I
are
swear to
stunned
God.
again. You are stunned again for this turn, and you just took 20 points damage from those 2 touch attacks.
I don't want to shoot myself in the foot. That last hit was a 16, right?
I believe so. Yes.
Would the stun have taken effect on the first hit? Because if so, the 16 would then hit me.
Oh, it's fine. I don't care. I'm gonna
Thank
kill
you.
you next turn anyway, so it's fine.
Cool.
Yeah.
So 22 more damage.
20, just 20.
20. Oh, just 20. How generous.
Yeah,
Look
super.
at that.
Okay, that's only a 25% of your total grid.
Yeah,
Yassine, it's your go. Give me. You spend a minor action to give me a fresh resolve roll.
It's not great.
Would a +5 help? You
So I
took
rolled
a long rest, so you've boon a fatal.
I rolled 13. Then I
Yeah.
have resolve of 2, and I guess I could add arcane resistance.
No,
So-
it's courage. Resolve courage.
Okay, so that's
So
15.
15. Do you want to add your boon of fail?
Yeah, I'll add my bonafide.
You overcome the fear. You are no longer afraid.
Wow.
Okay. So
Fuck that
you
ghost.
still have one minor action free, and you can act normally now. And you are now immune to the effect of this Spectre's terrifying keen.
Okay, so I'll try to move closer.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Yeah,
I think about that. That's about my movement.
that would be your movement, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I have movement of 5,
Yeah, super.
and I'm going to throw
Pew pew pew.
pew 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 arcane bolt. What a surprise!
Yeah.
Jesus, kill.
I know, shocking. Ew. 12, 13, 16, 20, 23, 20, 34.
30 what?
34.
Nice.
I'm gonna make a point of going back through the VOD and seeing how many 2s and 3s I've rolled this session.
Oh God.
Enough that I'm like, burn those fucking dice. I
It's
swear.
metal. I can't.
So Sylvia, it's your turn. Do you want to spend a minor action to try and see if you pass this resolve roll?
Do.
Okay.
Ooh.
So,
You've got it. You're so brave. You got it.
Does
You
a
do.
16 pass? And if it doesn't, I will
No.
use my inspiration die.
Or you're doing a fail look.
I'm going to use my inspiration die.
16 is not pass. Roll your d8.
Oh, God.
How's that Buna Phalok sounding?
So that's a 17. Does that pass?
Do you want to use your doing a fail look?
I do, which brings me to a 22.
That passes.
Well,
Yes. And I'm going
You are
to
no
then
longer
cast.
frightened.
I am going to cast Stone Bullet. Give me a dex save, please.
Fail.
Yes. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's only 4, 2, 6, 7. Plus 2 is 9.
9 total?
Yes.
Okay.
That was crap.
I'm going to let us go. That was cocked. Oh, maybe.
Shifting into a young elemental is probably not a good plan.
I think it
They
works.
are going. Amanada uses their Buna Phalok, and they now succeeded, and they have broke free of the terrifying Keen. So now they're going to use their major action to attack twice with their bullets of sure shot. First attack, nat 20.
There we go. Thank Christ.
And second attack also hits. So I'm going to go for the standard attack first. Okay, so that was not good. I rolled a 1 and d6. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, God, I rolled 2 1s. That was shit. So that's 9 and 5 is 14.
14 on a crit.
Well, that was with no, that's not on the crit. That's on the regular.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so on the crit, it is going to be 16 plus 18 is 34 plus not great plus 9 is 43.
Very nice.
And I roll a d10. -2 penalty to all attack rolls.
Hey.
They suffered an injury to their dominant arm. So that is good.
Might just keep me alive. We'll see.
Yeah, that's their turn. It is now the Spectres go. They are attacking Annalise. 3 attacks.
I would expect it.
19 to hit.
Hits.
Okay.
8. Yes.
Misses.
And 12.
Misses.
Before we start rolling damage, can I try
Yeah.
to do something?
Well,
Can I-
what would you like to do?
Because it's the start of the initiative order,
Yes.
right? So I have
So you have
both
minor
my
actions
minor
back, yes.
actions. So I'm going to run in, use one of my minor actions, go here.
Well, you cannot move out of initiative. You
Can't,
cannot
yeah.
move out of your turn.
What do you mean?
It's not your turn yet, so you can't move.
Oh,
You can only act out of turn for a reaction.
It's okay. I can take one hit.
Moving
I'll
is not a
survive.
reaction.
I'll survive
So
one
yeah,
hit.
you can only use minor actions out of the initiative order on an action that is declared a reaction.
okay.
Honestly, of anyone to be like stunned, it should be me because I'm the only one who can't reliably hit a ghost.
Yeah, there is that. So you take 9 points of damage. Give me a fortitude roll.
Fortitude roll. Oh, another 2. Cool.
Yeah, you are stunned.
Yeah, hey, how about that?
Justine,
Neat.
it's now your go.
I've not rolled higher than a 3 in 4 turns. Longer, I think, if you count the statue fight.
Now I am going to move.
Yes.
That is one of my minor actions.
Yes.
And I'm going to cast a magic circle
Okay.
on myself, Annalise, and potentially Sylvia.
What level? Oh, magic circle. Okay, so you form a stationary magical barrier fixed at a certain fixed to a point centered on the caster when the spell is cast. So you gain the following: was inside the circle, the caster and any allies gain a bonus to tests to resist spells or spell-like effects cast on them equal to the caster's intellect. which is so basically what that means is next turn, Annalise, you get an additional +5 bonus
Resist the stun.
to resist the stun and also to shake off the fear effect. Because you
Now,
are also still frightened, but you've been stunned and not been able
Just-
to run away in terror.
I've just not been able to process it.
Yes, so that's you have a minor action, Justine. If you wanted to use one of your quick casts of the day, you're back to 5 again.
Yeah, let me see.
Alchemist armor.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So it's like I think you said it's an extra 22 or 23 grip points that you get, Annalise.
Yeah, 22.
22. Okay.
Thanks
so
for more than doubling my current grip.
Oh God.
I might
So-
also. My apologies for interruption. I might need
Yeah,
to go like at 10.
Yeah, no,
Kind of.
we will be finishing in 10 minutes. Don't worry. Sylvia, it's your turn.
Okay. Do you want to do the whole? I'll do the whole deck save malarkey.
Yeah. That was a nat 20.
Again, extremes. I don't know what's going on today.
I've been rolling so great
Yeah,
tonight. I'm
that's
loving
alright.
it. It's been awesome.
Next time I'm in your house, Neil, I'm going to like find the dice and like steal it.
Yeah.
What's a
Gonna
14?
Okay.
14 points.
Yeah. All right. It's now Amanada's go. So they are no longer frightened. So they are going to shoot again. That's a hit. And a hit. And a hit. All 3 hit.
No.
So that is 14 plus 7 is 21. $11 plus 9, and with 2 shots, they don't even use the third. The specter's body bursts apart and dissipates.
Okay. Is there anything useful in this room?
You can now all go in and search the room.
Well, except Sylvia.
Well, the rest of you guys, give me keen eyes awareness roll.
I assume the stun and fear.
The fear
failed.
effect is now gone, that the specter is no longer present.
Yeah, Annalise, like, just now her muscles have unlocked, just collapses to all fours.
Yeah. So,
Awareness, keen eyes.
Amanada goes rushing around and finding underneath the bed, she finds an elven ball. Okay, so these are
Looks life.
sorry, apologies. An elven ball, beautiful ornately carved balls that appear to be made of a perfect sphere of crystal, extremely light, and when held emit a faint glow that seems to emerge from deep within the core of the sphere and reminiscent of the light of a full moon. Dim light up to 5-meter radius, and they usually decorated with intricate swirling engravings that seem to flicker as the ball is held and tossed. And it's basically a child's toy. When it is thrown at it, it can at will gracefully float or shoot through the air at speed towards the target being thrown at. But it's never, the speed of the ball is never more than a strong throw. So it cannot be used as well. If you try to use the ball as a weapon, it would shatter upon impact. This is a elven child's toy.
Does it like float in place or?
No, but if you throw it, you could make it float through the air.
Sure. Okay. So you can use it to like throw down a cave or something.
Yeah, exactly. So, do we want to go to the final room along the western wall?
Sure, I'll drag my carcass to the next room.
I mean, yeah, why not? I mean, what's the worst that could happen, right?
Do you really want me to answer that?
No,
2 ghosts.
All of the ghosts ever.
Oh, it's the ghost ballroom.
Yay!
So, you find yourself coming into a rectangular room with grey patterned tiles on the floor and a fine green red rug. There's a collection of toys in this room, as it is a playroom for the children of the Elven noble family that lived here. There's an easel in one corner, and beside it, long dried paints that matted paintbrushes. Numerous wooden toys scattered around the room, including 5 dolls, one of which is headless, 2 hand puppets, a headless teddy bear, and a rocking horse.
Not creepy at all.
I'm having flashbacks to downstairs.
Those fucking demonic toys.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to cast Detect Magic, I guess.
So you cast Detect Magic and you immediately get a strong magical presence from the toys and also from some of the paints in the corner. And as your aura of your spell hits the toys, their eyes start to glow red and they come alive, preparing to attack you all. However, it is 5 to 10, and we do have a hard finish tonight at 10 o'clock. So we are going to pause tonight before this battle continues. All right. I would like to say thank you to everybody for joining us. Also, I've been meaning to say this and I keep forgetting. If you'd like some spooky Halloween fun, check out the link that I just added in the chat. This is a really fun one shot that I wrote a while back and did play with Polina, was one of my players. This is a Candela Obscura assignment or one shot called Web of Darkness. A really fun one shot. You can play in a couple of hours with your friends. Candela is an amazing system. I love it so much, and it's so simple and it's so fun and perfect if you're looking for some spooky fun with your friends this Halloween season. Okay.
And the scenario was so spooky and scary that Neil actually had to adjust it for one of the players.
Yeah, because of their phobias. So I'm also going to say, please keep an eye out. We may have announcements this week regarding streams, so please keep an eye out. We may or may not have an announcement Monday or Tuesday regarding a possible bonus extra stream. We're just trying to get all of the stars to align. If we don't have it this week, we might have it in another week or two, okay? So anyway, thank you all so much for joining us. We love you lots, and we shall see you all certainly next week, same bad time, same bad channel, and maybe at another time next week as well. So until then, good night all. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, Tito!
I know.